So when the pandemic came, we realized the best multiplier that we will have for recovery of the economy would be for government to spend money in building infrastructure. So capital expenditure was our route to recovery. Capital expenditure was the course which we took after quite a lot of consideration, because even as the pandemic was raging, the advice given to us was, no, you please put money in the hands of the people. Our feeling was that money in the hands of the people will certainly create some demand for consumption immediately. But the calculation by Reserve Bank of India was that for every 1 rupee spent on that score, the multiplier was only 95 paisa, meaning 0.95 to 100. So if Indian rupee is 100 paisa, the multiplier that I get from spending on directly putting money in the hands, or what we call as revenue expenditure, would only give me a 95 paisa multiplier immediately, and nothing much at all for the medium and the long term. Whereas the study also very clearly established that if I were to spend that 1 rupee on a capital project, a project where you create an asset which will be used for many other things, whilst using it for construction of that asset, it gives jobs. It also has demand for basic core products like cement or steel or anything. And those who manufacture that also get their jobs intact. Production happens there. Asset gets created here. Jobs in both the places. The multiplier in the short term would be something like 2.34 paisa, 2 rupees 34 paisa. And in the long term, it probably will go a bit more and reach up to 3 rupees 40 paisa. So we thought for every rupee that you're going to spend during the pandemic for getting the economy out of the situation would be better served if you choose the route of spend it on capital infrastructure, capital expenditure, because it has greater multiplier effect for immediate term and also for the long term. And therefore, in 2020-21 budget, we had raised the budget for the capital expenditure to about 3.54. Correct me, Ananta Nageshwaran? 7.5 lakh crores. The previous year. From 3.5 we went to 5.34, and this year that 5.34 has gone to 7.5. So consistently in the year of the pandemic and the year following, we have increased the capital expenditure, and this year's increase is about 34%. Last year's budgetary expenditure on the capital expenditure, which is the 5.34, was almost achieved. 5.1 lakh crores trillion was achieved. We spent it, we followed it up, made sure the money was spent. This year we have given 7.5 lakh crores. So the emphasis on capital expenditure being the one which has higher multiplier, being the only way to come out of the pandemic, last year showed the result, and this year hopefully will show.